I do have a funny story about the one biggest help that we as judges enjoy that I feel I and my husband are responsible for. So we each take turns running the first appearance court, which is in the jail. It runs 24/7. Even through the pandemic, we never stopped. So the judge that sits there is responsible for advising the defendants their constitutional rights. We not only set bonds, but we also accept pleas in first appearance court. So if I worked there Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, by Wednesday, I would lose my voice. And my husband said, well, can't you just have a tape recorder? Back then, this is many years ago. Can't you just have a tape recorder where you can press play, pause, do you understand? Play, pause, do you understand? Play, pause, do you understand? So I came up with the idea of doing a video advising everyone of their rights. So it's been running ever since for a good 15 years. We've added a couple of things when changes in the law occurred, including more rights to the individuals or more warnings, but it's been the same video that's been running ever since. As far as interesting cases, I do have a couple, but I don't want to bore you with details. I will tell you about one specifically. It was a domestic battery case, and he was the typical batterer. He ended up with a woman judge in his case, a woman public defender, and a woman prosecutor. It didn't go very well with him, and so it was very, very difficult to take the case to trial. He argued and screamed every step of the way. I even had to warn him that I could fit him with a device that would actually shock him if he interrupted or had an outburst during a jury trial. But while he was out on the domestic battery case, he picked up another one on the same victim. And one time when I was doing the jail courtroom, our parking lot is right adjacent to the jail, and I saw the victim downstairs outside of the jail, and she was talking to him while he was in the jail on the same case, and they were actually communicating. So I thought that was very odd, and sure enough, she testified on his behalf during the trial. And she was very credible, and I thought for sure we'd get a not guilty verdict, except for he was calling her from the jail, threatening her. So all that audio came in, the jail phone calls, and he was convicted on both, and I sentenced him to 2 years, one in each case, consecutive. A few months later, I say a few months, but I'm sure it was a good year. They do get gain time. I saw them walking hand in hand downtown while I was working, where I was racing to do my yoga class. But anyway, so that's one of the interesting stories. A second one, if you are willing to listen to me, the FBI showed up at my office one time and said, we want to give you a warning. There is an inmate at some prison. We intercepted his communication. He's trying to communicate with you. And they handed me what he tried to send to me. And it was basically, when I get out, I want to come and sweep you off your feet and take you to the Mediterranean and all kinds of stuff. And they told me not to worry about him, but they wanted me to know that if he should he was serving a life sentence. And he came through Jacksonville on some local charges and saw the J1 video and fell instantly in love with me. So they said that they would let me know if he happened to be out on parole. So that's another case.